The hazard in this case is the infectious worker. And this rule will tell employers, you have to take steps to make sure potentially infectious workers don't come into the workplace. And you could do that by finding out if they're fully vaccinated or have been tested recently and found to be negative, or they can telework or they could do something else, but they can't come into your workplace and spread the virus to other workers. I've actually been strongly advocating federal OSHA should issue a similar rule as California's, saying that employers should do more than simply make sure that potentially infectious workers stay out of the workplace. They should issue requirements around masking and ventilation, because even with this new system, some people who are infectious will get into the workplace, will have some spread. This standard won't eliminate all transmission, but OSHA standards are never 100% effective, but they make a real big difference. They will reduce workplace transmission, and as a result, they will help stop this pandemic. OSHA will have to answer questions like, what does it mean to be fully vaccinated? Which vaccines are acceptable and which ones aren't? There are people who've come from other countries which have vaccines that are not authorized by the US FDA. What tests will be acceptable? Does it have to be a PCR test? Can it be an antigen test and a rapid test or not? This pandemic is different than any other hazard. In issuing an emergency temporary standard, OSHA has to show that there is a grave danger to workers and that this standard will help reduce that danger. I think what OSHA is planning to do here very clearly fits those requirements, and I'm not worried about a court saying it doesn't. I think there'll be some unhappiness about people who are fundamentally opposed to vaccination, but right here, there are some options. You don't have to get vaccinated. If you've made the choice for yourself not to get vaccinated, the reason you should be tested is you don't want to be sick and then spread the disease to others. So you make your choice around vaccination. I think it's a crazy choice. You're threatening your family. You're putting other people in danger. But this emergency temporary standard doesn't require anybody to get vaccinated. It just says you have to show that you're not infectious when you go to the workplace.